Yes. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's look is inspired by the fabulous Mmmmitchell. He done a look recently on Jeffree Star's YouTube where he just done this gorgeous, like, colourful oranges and purples, and he used the Stacey Marie palette and one of Jeffree Star's palettes. So I done the look, I just took inspiration from them, and I just used the Stacey Marie and the Be Perfect Cosmetics Carnival palette. So if you would like to see how I create this Mitchell look, then please keep on watching. So I already have one eye done. I didn't know what way this look was going to turn out, so I would rather have done one and then if I didn't like it, take it off and do something totally different, but it turned out okay. So I have no brows or nothing done, so you're going to get everything on this eye. So I'm just going in with 16 brow gel from Ingla. It's the same as I use it all the time. I don't really change it up just because I've not found anything that I like that comes close to it. So I'm just going to go in and underline my brows. Underlining them like that. And then not going in with any extra product. And I'm just going to use the product that I've underlined with to flick up into the brow. So I'm going in now to carve out that brow with the Peel Louise base in the shade Rumour, and excuse my minging nails, I'm waiting to get them done. And I'm going in on the Zoeva 144 brush. So I don't usually use this base, like it wouldn't be my favourite, but I said I'd give it a go. I'm going to try use products in this video that I kind of don't usually reach for, but that I like. I just said I didn't really like this, so that's kind of being a hypocrite, but you know what I mean. So I feel like the trick with the Peel Louise base is to not use loads. I think that's what I was kind of doing. I was using way too much. So I'm just patting this down. So usually I would have like swiped it this way to blend it out. But I've seen in, I think it was Rachel Leary's video, she went to like the Mmmmitchell masterclass and he like patted it down, I think she said. So I tried to do that when I was doing this and it turned out pretty alright, let me tell you. As I said, I am going to use the Stacey Marie and Be Perfect Cosmetics Carnival palette. So this is just like, I use this for the whole look. I did dip into a Sample Beauty for the orange that I used, but then I was dipping in 4 or 5 times and nothing was coming out, so I just used the orange from this. So the first colour that I'm going to go into is this one called Guilty. And I'm just taking that on my Ingla 40SS brush. And Rachel Leary did say in her video as well that like Mitchell, she said that like Mitchell goes in with it and then taps it off and then goes in again and taps it off. So he's like working it into the brush, so I feel like that helps as well with like the pigment and stuff. So I'm just going over this once more. And then I feel like I'm pure name dropping like, but yeah, I done a makeup lesson with Eve Lucy from Liverpool, and she taught me like, so if you're going in on a wet base, whereas I would have kind of worked it in first, but I found it was getting a bit patchy. She was like, do it in like small motions like this. Maybe I should zoom y'all in so that you just like, and when I get to the inner corners, I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. I'm also like patted in just because you can't really swipe when you get to the inner corner. Just tapping off my brush. That was a bit extreme. I'm just going like around the edges slightly. So then I'm going in with the shade Lit, with just the orange out of the palette. And I'm using that on Inglot 46SS. So like more of a fluffier brush, but when I'm like circling it in the pan, I'm kind of just getting it on the tip of the brush, just so that it's easier to place. And I'm just blending that. Not over the pink, kind of 50-50, like on the pink and on the skin. And then going back in with the first colour we used, Guilty, and just blending it a small bit. So then I'm going to go in with the shade Shuffle, which is like this mustardy colour. In my hands. And I'm going to take that on a black canvas E20, so it's a bit more of like a pointed blender brush. And literally the same as the last fluffy one, just getting it like on the tip of it. And just blending that orange out. Like, it would probably be a good idea if you like done your brows last, but that gives me major anxiety, so won't be me. And like, I kind of bring it out, but I'm not worrying like too much about here, because I go in later and kind of clean that a bit. Y'all get my vibes? And then I'm just going to go back in with the previous colours again, so Guilty and Lit. So now I'm going in with the shade Liquor. We had a whole big funny scenario about this in my last video, but we ain't gonna laugh about it now. I'm just bringing that under here. And I'm just bringing that on a really old black canvas E26 brush. I'm just in the same direction. And then just go back in down with all your previous colours again, just to blend everything out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back in with the Peel Away base and the same brush, and I'm just going to cut the crease. So you want to keep kind of comparing it to the other eye to get it like as even as possible. It does take a long time like to get them even though mine probably won't be, but it does take a long time, so just be patient with it. So when you have that done, then go back in with the shades Guilty first, and I'm just patting that over the edge really lightly and slowly blending it into the concealer. Then back into the dark colour that you used, Liquor. I'm just blending that over. And then no extra product on the first brush. The shade that I'm going into now is this like peachy kind of colour. So it's called Foolish. And I'm just taking that on. I don't even know what brush this is. I think it's actually a Makeup Forever brush. Just any kind of flat concealer brush. And this took me a while to do as well, just because I'm like patting it on. Because you want to try, I thought it was great doing this. I pure patted the half cut crease out for about 7 minutes straight. I still got creasing, so just pat it on. I'm going to use the Guilty and Liquor shade just to blend into that. So for liner, I literally just used mixed Jawline with like a purple shade out of the Sample Beauty. Like, it doesn't really look purple, but if you have a purple liner, y'all do you. So this liner is definitely lighter than this one, but sure, here's mine. And I'm just going to pop that into my waterline as well. If you have sensitive eyes, if you have sensitive eyes, absolutely don't do this, because they're going to water. So I'm just going to take a wipe underneath my eyes. And for underneath the eyes, I'm going to go in with the Barry All Night Long Full Coverage Concealer in the shade One Milk. Like all the YouTubers are raving at the minute about this. Like it's good, I don't mind it, but I just think it's a bit bright for me. But I think they all use the shade 02 and I'm using the shade 1, so I need to get a different one. So just the same thing again, just blending underneath the eye. Like get in that inner corner. And then this is where I go around the edge here, really lightly. And then going in with like a pointed little brush and the dark colour from the Stacey Marie. And just using that to blend out underneath the eyes. And all the colours that I used on top, So Guilty. The shade Lit. I use the same brushes as well. Lastly, the shade Shuffle. So you can see, like, I did drag them down quite low, but I do clean them up. And then just the same brush, nothing on it. Clean it all back up. So I didn't record me skin because I'm going to do a video just where I focus on the skin and my new foundation routine, just because there's a few new bits. But I did show you like bronzer and highlighter and that as well. I'm just going to go in now with my MAC bronzer. This hasn't changed. And just going to bronze up my skin. You like a bronzed goddess. I love a really like contoured forehead. Like what do they call it? Like a contour helmet or a bronzer helmet or something. Something like that. So I'm going to use a new highlighter today just to mix things up a bit. I got this highlighter, well it's actually an eyeshadow, back in February when I was in Rome in Kiko. I've never used it. Actually, I tell a lie, I probably used it for an inner corner highlight, but I never used it. But oh my god, it. Ow! Like look, my finger just dug into it there. And I just wiped it in my bottoms. But this is it here. So it's the Kiko Long Lasting Wet and Dry Use eyeshadow in the shade 208. So what I'm going to do is, just because you can use it wet, like why not? We're going to go for the like Instagram glow. I'm going to use a 6SS. I like to use a smaller brush now just to get it more precise. But I'm going to spray it with my Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe herbs and rose water. I'm going to go in and work my brush about. Literally gonna pack that on like. Ugh. Because I really wanted to show up in pictures, like I want to be like one of Mmmmitchell's models. Like I want people to see my highlighter from space. So I'm going to bring that down the centre of the face. So the Cupid's bow, bridge of the knees. Do you know actually somebody said about like highlighting in here? It was Rachel Leary. But look how scaldy that 6SS is. Right, even able. That's why I use that as highlighter, because it's nice and precise like. I'm going with a bit of blush now, so I'm going to use this one here. It's from Ingla. Don't ask me the name, I don't know. I could take it out, but I'm honestly not bothered. And I'm just going to use that to blend the highlighter and the bronzer together. So I'm just going to move on to the lips. So I'm going to use different lip products today. Like I said, just to change it up a small bit. So I'm just same lip liner. I'm going to go in with the Kiko Crayon Gloss in the shade 11. This is actually really nice. Why don't I use this? And then just because it's a Mitchell look and this is not as glossy as I want, it's actually a bit brown as well. Like I want to be able to swim on my lips, so that glossy. This is the Soap and Glory Sexy Mother Pucker in the shade Bare Enough. So these are actually lovely, but my Jesus, don't they sting the lips off you? Because it's like a plumping one. You guys, my lips are on fire. So that's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I'm sorry it's been so long, and I'm gonna try keep uploading more regularly. So